Good morning students, how are you? Today we are going to read the chapter of history, the age of the industrialization. The age of the industrialization. Here is the picture, see carefully. Dawn, the name of the book, Dawn of the Century. Dawn of the Century. I will explain about this picture, so listen carefully. In 1900, a popular music publisher E.T. Paul produced a music book that had a picture on the cover page. Here is the picture on the cover page, announcing the dawn of the century. As you can see from the illustration, at the center of the picture, is a goddess, clear, like figure, the angel of the progress, bearing the flag of a new century, clear. She is gently perched on a wheel with wings. Here are the wings, clear. Here, symbolizing time. Her flight is taking her into the future. Her flight is taking her into the future. Floating about behind her, there are floating behind her, are the signs of progress. Here is railway, camera, machines, printing press or factory. Clear? These are the picture behind her. After this, see, there is a picture of two magicians. One is Aladdin, is shown as representing the east and the past, and here is the mechanic, stands for the west and the modernity. It shows that the industry was growing day by day. Clear? What has industrialization means to the people's life? There are so many questions, so listen carefully. You have to read yourself. Clear? After that, I am explaining beta in brief, so listen carefully. In this page, before the industrial revolution, all too often we associate industrialization with the growth of the factory industry. Industrialization means growth of the factory industry. We talk about the industrial workers, that means factory workers. Clear? Here is many historians now refer to this phase of the industrialization as proto-industrialization. 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 Proto means, what is the meaning of proto? Proto means indicating the first or early form of something. What is the meaning of proto? Proto means indicating the first or early form of something. Under this, in this space, under this, the whole process of production was decentralized. Proto-industrialization, the whole process of production was decentralized. As the process was decentralized, so it was difficult to supervise and maintain the quality. Goods were produced by a vast number of producers. Clear? We can say in their family farms, not in factories. Clear? After that, they were in this period, in this in the 17th and 18th centuries, merchants were merchants from the towns in Europe began moving to the countryside, supplying money to peasants and artisans, persuading them to produce for an international market. With the expansion of bird trade and the equation of colonies in different parts of the world, the demand for goods began growing. Merchants could not expand production within the towns. This was because here urban crafts and trade guilds were powerful. Clear? These were the association of producers that trained the craftspeople and maintained control over production, regulated competition and prices, and restricted the entry of new people into the trade. Clear? In the countryside, poor peasants and artisans began working for merchants. This was a time when open fields were disappearing. Now, this question in this chapter, in this page, first main question is, in the 17th and 18th centuries, the merchants from the town in Europe began moving to the countryside. Why they started to move to the countryside? Clear? First was huge demand. Second was powerful town producers. Third was monopoly rights. And fourth was lack of economic opportunities. Fifth was advances. Clear? Here is a huge demand. When the word trade was expanded up very fast rate, then the demand was increasing day by day. The town producers failed to produce the required quantity. In the first point, beta, the town producers were failed to produce the required quantity. Second point is powerful town producers. The town producers were very powerful because they have the guild system, they have the powerful system. So these guilds restricted the entry of new people within the trade. Clear? Next is monopoly rights. I am explaining bit in brief, so listen carefully. Understood? Monopoly rights, the rulers granted different powers. They were they were trading in specific products. It was therefore difficult for new merchants to set up business in towns. Clear? It was difficult for new merchants. Lack of economic opportunities. In this, we can see the commons were being enclosed, so that's why cottagers and poor peasants who were earlier dependent on common lands become jobless. Next is advances. Merchants and traders offered advances to the poor and peasant household. This question was in this page, so read it carefully. Next is, why did the peasants in this page? Why did the peasants agree to accept advance made by the merchants to produce goods for them in Europe during the 17th and 18th centuries? We can see, explain the method and system of the production in the countryside in England. Here, this question we will do tomorrow. So read the chapter carefully. Thanks. Have a nice day.